Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's going to be a 3v3 ladder game in the Diamond League that myself and Somicron played about 10 days ago, or maybe a little bit longer. It is very dumb and has a hilarious moment, so let's go ahead and get right into it here on Snowbound Colony, a new 3v3 map. Top side, it's going to be StarCraft. From the clan Matt, he's a purple Zerg player. We've got a yellow Zerg player, Falcon Paladin, that's me, and an orange Zerg player, Somicron. From the Falpal clan, if you want to join the Falcon Paladin clan on the Americas or European server, join the Discord. There's a link in the description to do that and ask, okay? So, Somicron, go and hatch first. And let's see here, Falcon Paladin. Yes. Also going hatch first. Somicron... Let's see, yeah, went 14 hatch. I am going 16 hatch here. And Team South, we've got Rad Air, a Protoss player from the Ojko clan, which is, I think, fairly decent based on the players that I've run across in the 3v3 ladder from that clan. A red Protoss, and then a blue Protoss, a Landlord from Snicket. And then kind of a tealish light blue Zerg named Kenny Powers from the same clan, Snicket. Alright, so, Landlord. Is there a forge? Nope, no forge. Just trying to make us think that we're going to be cannon rushed with this probe. And this probe as well. Yeah, just gateway openings from both of these Protoss players not walling off. But it's hard to wall off when there's a Zerg inside, in this position, right? Because there's creep. Well, maybe we can wall off here? And here, I guess. Yeah, I guess those are the two openings for Lings. And this high ground, maybe put in some cannons on it. We will see. We will see indeed. Somicron has an Overlord. Spotting these Lings. And yeah, we do this every Friday at twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin. So check it out. Oh, and we're... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dual stream to this channel. So, if you don't like Twitch, I'm going to stream it on YouTube as well at the same time. Okay, so, Lings. so many Lings. My Lings versus Kenny Powers here. And a Queen is up. And I threw it on a Spine Crawler just to make sure. Just to make sure that I could handle... there we go. Some Banelings, or maybe a few more Lings than I could handle without a Spine Crawler. Spread and creep. Queen behind these Lings. We've got Lings here from Somicron, and StarCraft is doing what? I don't know, man. He's getting a Baneling nest. And he's got a handful of Lings too. Okay, he's doing all right. Spread and creep out. Look, keeping some vision on Kenny Powers here. That's nice. Terran, or Protoss on the other side, rather. There is no Terran here today. Getting a very fast robotics facility, intriguingly enough. And let's see. Here's the thing. If you make Banelings, you kind of have to sort of get them out there fast, you know? If you're going to make Banelings and kind of sit on them in the middle of the map like this, it's weird. Either you're defending with them, or you are planning... Oh, this is a trap, though. Oh, never mind. I'm going to say, oh, either you're defending or you're attacking. I kind of take it back. That first Baneling connection was awesome. All right, all right. We're having a good time. I mean, fighting against Banelings, nobody's really having a good time. StarCraft's like, I made some... Oh, another Baneling connection there. Not that bad, though, because Somicron was like, I'm going to send a couple Lings in. That sounds fine. Rad Air's holding this position, and he gets a nice scout on this Ling flood. That is cruising across the map here. Somicron's still working on speed for his Lings, so he's going to be a little bit late to this party here. But, yeah, shield battery up. Ooh, Oracle up, burning in as well. StarCraft is like, screw that. Let's go. Kenny Powers is like, I'll just hang out with my Banelings and all of your probes can die. Be a good teammate. Ling's trying to get out of there. I'm throwing in some Lings, and I'm like, well, okay, I'll kill a Stalker. Why not? Kill a Stalker, kill another Stalker, kill a Sentry. Like, these are some really cost-efficient Lings right now. Zealots take a little bit longer to kill, and I'm like, oh, shield battery overcharge. Get out. Get out of there. Flood on in. All the way into Rad Air's main. He doesn't have any cannons in here. No shield batteries. It's a probe. evac out here, so I'm like, all right, let's see. What can I take down in your cybernetics core, I guess? On the other side, Somicron is going to try to take down the third base, or the second base of Kenny Powers, rather. But guess what? He's got more Banelings coming in, and he saves his own base with the Banelings. I don't know, not really focusing here, right? I'm trying to get some of these units that are warping in, because they will take extra damage as they're warping in. But, yeah, that does not go well for me. Can't take it down. The Cyber Core doesn't die. Morling's cruising down from Somicron. He wants the second base so badly. I've got a third base up. I am so proud of myself thinking I'm a third base. In the situation where there are so many Lings running around and Banelings too. I do have a bunch of Lings that I might as well send over. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to run into any Banelings, though. StarCraft has his own Banelings, which is awesome. Ugh. Baneling connections are just so icky. They're so gross. StarCraft is working on a lair. I am working on +1 ground carapace. That means my Lings will take more than one Baneling hit to die. It's not a lot. It's like, ooh, Banelings did get in there. And what the heck? Ah, that's right. StarCraft. He's like, well, okay, I'll take down a shield battery, maybe injure some zealots and kill a couple probes. And then I'm like, all right, cool. I'll clean up after you. That seems totally fine by me. And maybe attack this guy who's warping in a little bit. Oh, whatever. He's going to die anyway. There's enough for me to kill this cannon here. Enough Lings completely shutting this down. This is 3v3 chaos, man. A probe dies. Oracle comes in to try to save the day. Zealot. And I'm like, Banelings, no, run! Get out of there. Get back into this space. But no, Red Air has built some cannons in the meantime. So I'm like, peace. Let's get out somewhere else. Meanwhile, Somicron really wants this base to die. But two Spines and Banelings are kind of getting him out of there. On the other side, I'm like, well, can I kill a queen? That would be nice. And no, I can't kill a queen. 13 HP on that thing. Baneling saves it too. Baneling's good. More Lings come in from Somicron. And he does get the second base of Kenny Powers. He also walks some Spines all the way across the map. Wait, were those his Spines? They were. I'm an idiot. I'm a total idiot. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this insanity of Spine walking across Snowbound Colony and planting on the enemy's creep. Not building a spine crawler here. No, 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 no. Walking it all the way across the map while all this shenaniganry is happening. I forgot the timing when this happened. I thought it was a little bit later. Nope. It was at 6 minutes. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, so these Spines are actually helping Somicron. That's why I thought he was going to lose this battle, but instead, no! His Spine Crawlers are helping immensely. Look at them. They're going to poke down these Banelings too. Not die, because Spines are chonky boys, and that's why this base dies. These Spine Crawlers are Somicrons. So friggin' cool. Hydralisk Den on the way from StarCraft. Oh, man. Look at this. Spine Crawler. Zealots trying to take him out. Phoenix show up. They can't do anything to help against this Spine. Look at this Spine Crawler doing so much work. Oh, and that's a dead, yep, that's a dead Stalker. Somicron's Lings are going to fight. Oh, but Kenny's got his own Spines now. I love that mech Spine Crawlers, the mech skin, they catch on fire when they're going to die. It's amazing. Like, burning biological buildings is hilarious. They're not biological, obviously, but they normally are. All right, so I still have a bunch of Lings out here not doing anything at all. I'm working on that +1 carapace. It takes forever to complete, though, because it is really good. Ugh, what else am I doing? More Overlords. 7 of them for some reason. I guess this... Yeah, Landlord's Phoenix causing us problems. I have Spores and Queens, but... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay, I did kind of shove them away in this scenario. Look at the Queen count from StarCraft. Love that. Oh, and actually, a Phoenix does die. The thing about Phoenix is they're like mutas. You can't really hold still with them. Yeah, I'm trying to pick off a couple of these drones, but Spore Queen combo makes it uncomfortable for the Phoenix to hang out here. They do find an angle to try to pick off one of Somicron's Queens, and they do get it very nicely done. Somicron's trying to knock down these back rocks, which allows you access to... another set of rocks you have to kill, and only like 5 Lings can attack this one side. So it's terrible. It's got 3 armor there. Man, Ling's just not hitting at all. It allows you access to kind of this area, which is a traditional expanding location for the southern team. We've already taken those bases, though, up here, right? Look at this. StarCraft has got 2 bases over here. I've got my 3rd base up this way, which is also nice. I'm making some of my own Banelings. I'm finally like, all right. Fine. I hate fighting Ling Bane against Ling Bane, but I'll make some Banelings. just in case a bunch of enemy lings do show up here. But we've really slowed down Kenny. He's got his second base back, but it's not even fully saturated. He has no sign of a third base whatsoever here. He did manage to get rid of the final... Well, actually, the Spines died over here, didn't they? Yes, they did. Phoenix against Hydras. Enough Hydras out from StarCraft to absolutely shut that down where it stood. Nicely done. So, Somicron still on 2 bases. Look at this. These lings, man. They got +1 attack. They do 5 damage on the attack. The 3 armor means they're doing 2 damage per hit, and only 5 lings can attack this thing. It takes forever for lings to get through that. An Iron Pulse Crystal's on the way. Landlord has decided that the way to play this is to go Mass Phoenix, which is pretty viable in 3v3s. Stupidly enough, not viable in 1v1 because Phoenix can't kill buildings. But, you know, in 3v3, if you just kind of fly around killing enemy overlords when your team's all Zerg especially, you can really keep them down economically and in overall supply, and then the other 2 teammates can get a lot of work done. Finally, a third base coming in from Kenny Powers. These lings, again, do not have any upgrades at all. So, well, they're going to kill an Overlord, though. Somicron does not get supply blocked by that. But, oh, StarCraft, yeah, busting through those rocks on the other side with Hydras is a lot easier. Zealots with Banelings in here, too. There's a Colossus, but look at, oh, man, smartly being like, okay, Banelings are bad news. Really terrible stuff here. All right, here we go. That Colossus is trying to provide a lot of value here. StarCraft could have killed it with those lings, I think, but a ton of roaches from Kenny Powers shows up and actually manages to chase this away. I take advantage of the chaos and show up with my +1 Carapace Zerglings. Everybody focus on this one queen because your AI is dumb. I'm trying to Circle of Life this Spine Crawler, which is sort of working. And then I'm like, there's got to be a base up here by now, and there is. So I'm going to wipe that out, probably. These oracles just burning my lings down. I'm like, okay, this sucks. Let's get over here and make sure that this dies. Banelings softening up the zealots that came to respawn. The hatch goes down. And then I'm like, are there other bases here? There is another base here. But, oh, no, too much splash damage, and all my lings get roasty toasty. Colossus, a good idea for Rad Air to go into here. He's also got a third base coming up on the left side. This third base of Landlord is really, really useful to him, and poor Kenny Powers. Zerg players are often focused on in team games just because they're so dang powerful. When it comes down to it in the late game, and slowing them down early is awesome. My creep spread is kind of nice. Look at this, already down here. Yeah, oh, and then the Tumor dies, so that's that, I suppose. Somicron's got a third base now at 1120, so he's doing better than poor Kenny Powers is. Yeah, StarCraft on his 4 bases, pretty happy. I'm on my 3 bases, getting a fourth base is now done for me. So that's nice. I'm working on an Ultralisk Cavern, a bajillion Zerglings, Adrenal, and 2/2 for my Lings and Banes. Because I'm like, all right, that's a lot of Zealots. Lings and Banes are going to be nice here, so I fire up a bunch of Banelings. On the other side, Hydras are not going to be incredibly viable here, but the Banelings, yes. Right? Banelings crushing in. The Roaches are kind of a big problem for us. StarCraft taps out. No, StarCraft, no. On the other side, guess he was in. Somicron's in here at Landlord's third base. And the cannon does not last long against his Lings that have no attack or armor upgrades at all. I just go Ling, Bang, crash into those Roaches, try to wipe them out. Not even waiting for Adrenal here, but it works. A lot of the Roaches die. These Colossus not dying. That's a 31 kill Colossus. That's pretty good stuff. So we are in trouble. However, Rad Air pulls back. I guess because Landlord's having trouble here. Kenny Powers helps to save Landlord's third base here. Kenny just never is getting a third base today. Apparently, that's the tragedy of Kenny Powers today. I'm getting chitinous plating, and look, the 4-base economy of our guy StarCraft is not actually causing... that money's not evaporating into midair. That is actually coming to us, to Falcon, Paladin, and Somicron. So I bust out 5 Ultralisks. They don't have anabolic synthesis yet. They don't have the old chitinous plating either. So the Ultras are going to pull back, wait for that chitinous plating, wait for speed. Chasing is so hard without it. Mass Phoenix of Landlord still flying around, not getting as much damage done as I think they should be able to with 3 enemy Zergs. I mean, let's be real here, folks. Unnecessary. Guess what's going carriers, though? Landlord's going carriers on his 3 bases. No, nothing really happening here at his third, unfortunately. So here comes my Ling Ultra army. The Lings have Adrenal and 2-2. The Ultras have Chitinous Plating. The Immortal's going to be a big problem here, but there's only one of those. So once the Immortal is down, and it in fact is, then, yes, now suddenly the Colossus are like, we're not very good against Ultras, and the Phoenix can't kill Ultras either. They can't lift them. They're massive units. So just continuing to crush on in here. Corruptor's on production here by Somicron because he knows we need to be able to kill these carriers at some point. The Phoenix, I don't think we have to worry about as much, but definitely the carriers. So yeah, Ultras come up a ramp and just try to kill this remaining Immortal. It's dead. This guy is trying to fight against dudes being healed by a shield battery. Not ideal. But his buddy comes in to help him out, and he saves the day. My goodness, this is crazy stuff. More Lings flooding in here. I am at 183 supply. Yeah, nobody else is even close to that right now. And again, that is our guy who left, StarCraft's help. His economic help after he quit on us, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, this space dying, really problematic for Radair. He's knocked down onto 2 bases here. The Corruptors of Somicron. Did we miss them? Nope, we didn't miss them fighting the carriers yet. Here be the carriers. And yeah, Ultras on the ground. I mean, they're not really helping the Corruptors at all here. There's nothing shooting up from the ground to the Corruptors. But yeah, everything dies to the Ultralisks with all of the armor that they have. And we're looking at +3 Ground Carapace. Landlord taps out. And yeah, that's it. Radair's gone too. Bam. StarCraft. And Falcon, Paladin, and Somicron are your winners. And what's really funny about the latter, too, is that StarCraft gets a win. He gets a win for that, even though he abandoned us. Goodness gracious. Anyway, that was awesome. That was some really, really good stuff there from all of us, really. StarCraft getting those 4 bases up, funding the Ling Ultra Corruptor Baneling army that really did win the game at the end there. Kenny Powers just never really getting anywhere was a big part of the win for Team North. The carriers were a good idea, except that Somicron was like, nope, I see those. I'm going to make some Corruptors and wipe you out with my 3-base economy versus your kind of 2-base economy, maybe 2.5 bases. Not going to work out for you. And then the Ultra is just crushing everything on the ground. There are not enough Immortals to handle these guys. Not enough Roaches either. I mean, the upgrades were just better, I'm pretty sure. Kenny Powers had +1 Ground Carapace on those Roaches, but if he had 3-3 on those Roaches, maybe they do better. Also, upgrades, yeah, +2 attack for Radair on the ground, +1 armor, just not quite the upgrades you want against someone who's got Chitinous Plating, Ground Carapace level 3, melee attack level 2, Anabolic Synthesis, and Adrenal. It's a tough ask. It really is. So end of the day, I end up, nope, Radair loses the most resources. I don't know why I thought I was red there. 16,900. Number 2 is Landlord. Number 3 is Kenny Powers. Yeah, so just Somicron is the last on that list. He just did a better job keeping his units alive, respectively. He spent a lot on those Corruptors. I don't think any of them died in this game. So that's nice. Anyway, yeah, if you want to hang out with us, we're going to be here on Friday nights in the U.S., something like 10:30 p.m. Eastern. The VODs will show up here, too, from now on, so that's nice. You can watch us on YouTube. You can watch us on Twitch. It'll be a fun time. And, yeah, that right there is going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.